Stefan.
President story segment tonight. Can the Trump-Pence ticket win back women? Earlier you heard what the governor said about that. Now let's turn to Monica Crowley and Eboni K, who joins us from New York City. I'm surprised. I really am that the Trump campaign isn't targeting women with special commercials and ads. Trump-Pence ticket win back women. Earlier you heard what the governor said about that. Now let's turn to Monica Crowley and Eboni K, who joins us from New York City. I'm surprised. I really am that the Trump campaign isn't targeting women with special commercials and ads and things like that. Aren't you?
Yeah, I am actually a little bit, because among conservative and Republican women, Donald Trump is actually doing fine. But among women in the general electorate, not so much. He's running about a 20-point gender gap.
That's a lot.
And yeah, so we know the indelicate things he said about women. We just had a new release last week that cost his campaign a lot of heartache. He should, I think, be specifically talking to women.
Yeah,
and he can do that by talking about all of the issues are women's issues. But more specifically, he should be pointing to the wreckage of the Obama-Clinton economic record. Because 3.7 million women have fallen into poverty over the last 8 years.
Yeah.
The female labor participation rate is the lowest it's been in 25 years. And for women, the median wage rate has actually dropped by over $700 a year.
There's plenty of
if they
stats.
can speak to women on those
Right.
economic issues and say, I am the key to prosperity for you, he could actually get women to take a second look.
All right. Why do you think they're not doing it? Why?
I
Because they both say, Pence and Trump both say that they don't have anything on the board.
And I think they're right to not do anything, Bill, actually.
Really?
I disagree with you, Mike. Yeah, because there's nothing that can be said. Now, there are women that already, Monica's messaging is spot on. They believe that Donald Trump is the only leader that can bring back economic prosperity, protect them from ISIS and the like. And guess what? They are already on the Trump train, Bill.
Are you telling me that a skilled propagandist, of which there are many in this country, paid very well, can't come up with a 30-second spot to target women to say, hey, look, we know what you've been told, but here's the guy that can really make your life better. You don't believe that a spot like that can be developed?
No, Bill, not in 28 days. But again, the women that would be compelling to, and I'm not saying that that's not a compelling message for many women in this country. I know them, but they have already bought into it. So there's nothing new at this point. Too much damage has been done.
In states like Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, states that Trump's going to need to pick off one or two of those. Out west, Nevada, Arizona, Utah now is very close. I think that it can be done, and it's not that hard.
Right. I mean, look, the Trump campaign is making a million ads that are running on the web and television and radio. It costs them very little to make these kinds of targeted ads. And the truth is, it's not too late. I mean, I know the window is only 27 days from today, but there is still some running room for Donald Trump because he is not a traditional politician.
Okay, let me ask you about both. You first, Eboni. Among your female friends, is this Access Hollywood thing big? I mean, are they still chatting about it, or has this died down?
There's talk about it, but not in the way that politically matters, because they've already my friends have already decided what they think about Trump, for better or for worse. That's already decided. It either confirmed their worst fears, or it did not move them, to Monica's point, because they still are sold on the fact that he's the best for the job.
Is there still chat about this, or is it?
It's, you know what, from the crowds that I'm hearing on social media.
No, your friends.
Americans,
I know you have.
Oh, my friends, yeah. I have a lot of friends.
A lot of friends. You're nice.
Yes, thank you.
Are they still talking about it?
No,
it's over?
Because what they understand is there's a choice in front of the American people on November 8th about the future of the country.
Right. So
That's
this is now abated among the people that you guys
know. To them, it looks like a media and elite obsession to destroy Donald Trump.
Okay.
Nobody's supporting Donald Trump, Bill, because they think he's particularly gentleman-like. They believe he's a certain kind of leader, or they think he's the worst thing America's ever seen.
I would say
not much in the middle.
That's right. Okay, ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
We come right back. Martha McCallum investigating whether Putin's trying to undermine the U.S. presidential election. Martha is next.